That's Sophia Rose Wyborski.
She passes it to number 1, Shadiah. Number 13 now goes for layup, but she just doesn't make it. She hits the inside of the rim.
Foul on number 22, Tom Zach goes first.
Got a foul on number 22,
13,
Tom Zach. Felter would take the free throw. She gets the first point, 0-3. This is not a good way for Davison to start. We only have 2 minutes down, and they're already ahead. Adrian Gill passes it to Tom Zach. Ramoy is looking to throw the ball to Timmons. They seem to not know what to do right now. They just keep throwing it back and forth, trying to confuse Ligorian.
A lot of back and forth between
Yes,
those three
and
ladies.
Adrian Gill goes for 3 points. She misses it. Chelsea Risjak gets the rebound.
Number 12 attempts to steal the ball from Orion. That's Sydney Stranger.
It's like Davison
Whoa.
gets the foul. I believe that's number 13, Felter. Guarded by Chelsea Risjak. Shadiah is just charging the ball now. Ramoy right on top of her. Number 13, now number 41. Number 13 from Lake Orion has the ball. She passes it to Shadiah. Looks like Davison is playing man-to-man defense. Oh, and a big turnover. Ariana Tomzak takes the ball, and she's charging it. Risjak leaps up for the ball. Shadiah takes it back. And we've got a whistle. Cardinal foul on number 15, Chelsea Risjak. Shadiah has the ball. Wyborski passes up to number 12, and number 12 gets the point. 0-5. Looks like Davison's gonna take a timeout.
Cardinal 30-second timeout.
So right off the bat, Lake Orion has 5 points over Davison.
And with Lake Orion's coach, especially being on the sideline, yelling to his team,
Yes.
really getting into it, I feel like that is what's helping Lake Orion
Yes.
beat our
We
Lady
saw
Cards
that
in this
with
moment.
JV also. We had both coaches yelling across the court at their players, trying to get them back into the game. Let's see what this timeout can do for Davison. Davison will get the ball. That's a wrist jack.
Ellie Timmons looking for somebody to pass it to.
Lake Orion seems to be playing man-to-man defense. Tomzak takes the ball. Passes it to Stephanie Ramoy. Tomzak takes the ball back and gets the layup. 2-5 now. Big turnover by Chelsea Risjack, and she gets 2 points.
Putting
4 to
Davison
5.
now on the board.
Chelsea Orizja.
Shadiah has the ball. She passes it to number 13, Falter. Lake Orion keeps passing the ball back and forth, just trying to get an open slot there. Falter passes it to Wyborski. To Strenger. Shadiah is just looking to do anything with that ball. Davison's really right on top of them. They don't even have any space to even think about trying to score.
If you look at them closely, you can also see that they're very concentrated.
Yes.
And they're trying to make sure that Lake Orion doesn't get any more points on them. Luckily, we are only 1 point behind Lake Orion.
This is going to be a pretty close game, we can already see.
And it's only the first quarter.
Falter has the ball. She's throwing it in to Wyborski. And Shadiah seems to drop the ball. K9 goes for 2 points, but she does not make it. And Wyborski gets 2 points for Lake Orion, 4 to 7. Cassie Allard is now in the game, has the ball. Adrian Ellie and Cassie Allard seem to keep throwing the ball back and forth. And Lake Orion gets the turnover. Number 31 gets 2 points for Lake Orion, 9 to 4.
Basket counts. Janos at the line for the Dragons. Will shoot the and one.
We've got Janice at the line for the Dragons.
Cardinal foul, number 15, Orizjack, her second.
Got a cardinal foul on Chelsea Orizjack.
Number 25, in for the
Michaela
Cardinals,
Orizjack replaces Chelsea. Number 31 gets the point, 10 to 4. Cassie Allard passes the ball to Anna Gill. Over to Adrian Gill. Adrian and Cassie and Anna keep passing it back and forth. Adrian goes for 3 points and it just barely goes out. Lake Orion gets the rebound. Cardinal foul on number 25, Michaela Orizjack. Falter has the ball for Lake Orion. Pass it to Shadiah. She's got Anna Gill right on top of her. Falter goes for points. She doesn't make it.
Dragon foul, number 13, Janet Falter, her first.
Got a foul on Lake Orion, Falter. Cassie Allard passes the ball to Adrian Gill. And again, she passes it to Anna Gill. That seems to be what they're doing. And Anna Tomzak goes for 2 points and doesn't make it. Lake Orion gets the rebound.
I'm guessing the Gill sisters have something up their sleeve.
Yes. They seem to keep doing that and then letting one person go through.
They did say that having more than one pair of sisters on the team does help, but it can also be very frustrating.
Yes. Davison gets the rebound. And Adrian Gill just charges the ball, gives it to Michaela Risjak. And we've got a jump ball. Leave it'll go to Davison. Looks like Cassie Allard is going to throw it in.
Number 2, Megan Marshall. And Cardinal Cell number 13, Carly Allard.
Got a minute and 16 left in the opening
And for the
quarter.
Dragons, number 30, Kylie Anderson.
Cassie passes it to Anna Gill. Again, it's Anna Gill to Cassie Allard, and then Adrian Gill back and forth. Michaela Risjak goes for it, and she misses it. Lake Orion gets the rebound. Shadiah passes it to K9.
You can hear the Lake Orion coach over here just saying Dragons.
Davison is still playing man-to-man defense. Anna Gill takes the ball, and she takes a jump too. And again, we've got Cassie Allard to Anna Gill to Adrian Gill. Back and forth. It seems to kind of work. They got 4 points with it, but not just yet. Looks like they're just trying to run out the clock now. Anna Gill gets 2 points for Davison, 10-7. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Final score 10-7.
We're going to toss things over to our sideline reporter, Rebecca Allen.
Ready?
Sure.
Go.
Hey, Davison, I'm Rebecca, coming at you live from the Davison High School Gymnasium, where your Lady Cards are taking on the Dragons of Lake Orion. The Dragons currently have a record of 3-5, and they are actually out of league as they are in the OAA conference. Your Lady Cards have a record of 2-4, and as of right now, the Dragons are leading with 10 points. But hopefully, your Lady Cards can pull through to the end of the game and bring home yet another win. Well, I'll toss things back to the announcers, and I'll see you at the end of the second quarter.
Thanks, Rebecca.
We're 7 seconds into the second quarter now.
Keep the announcers down.
Colonel Ball, number 12. Allard, her first, team fifth. Shooting 2 for the Dragons, number 1, Shadiah. And for the Dragons, number 12, Sydney Stringer, and number 41, Sophie Wyborski. Basket. Number 13,
Lake Orion has the ball. Davison still giving man-to-man defense. And Shadiah takes the ball now for Lake Orion.
And it appears that number 12 was traveling.
Ramoy has the ball now. Lake Orion still playing zone defense. Davison's trying to get that ball through.
Carly Allard getting ready to
and she misses the first one.
In for the Cardinals, number 22, Anna Thompson.
and the second one makes it in.
Heller makes the basket.
Lake Orion takes the rebound. Shadiah takes the ball for Lake Orion. She seems to be on the ball tonight. Wyborski with the ball. Davison still playing man-to-man defense. Number 35, Kendall Robertson, just throws the ball a little too wide.
Cardinal foul, number 22, Tomzak, her second.
Got another foul on Davison, number 22, Anna Tomzak. That's 6 fouls now for Davison.
Dragon sub number 13, Shannon Falter.
The second basket is good, 10 to 12, 12 to 10.
Cardinal sub number 3, Ellie Timmons. And number 21,
Looks like Davison will get the ball now. Carly Allard passes the ball to Timmons. That zone defense seems to be working for Lake Orion. Lake Orion takes the rebound. Shadiah again. Passes the ball to Wyborski. Back up to Strenger. They cannot get that ball through. They're just trying to get Davison off their back for a second.
And Davison's definitely got their game face
Yes.
going. They are not going to let them through.
They seem to keep moving all over the court. They're just trying to get that ball right through. But there's no empty spots.
The agility of both teams is really showing here.
Oh, and number 12 goes for 3 points, and she does not make it. Davison takes the rebound. Timmons with the ball now. She's passing it all over, trying to get the ball through. And Lake Orion takes the rebound. Davison still playing man-to-man defense. Defense is doing great tonight, but it's slowing down the offense a lot for both teams.
Luckily, we are only behind by 2 points.
That is true, so it'll be very close.
Cardinal foul, number 20.
Cardinal foul on number 20, Adrian Gill. That's the 7th foul of the half.
Cardinals sub number 15,
Chelsea Oriszak in for Adrian Gill.
1-1 for the Dragons.
And the point is good from Lake Orion. 13-10. And the second point goes out. Davison takes the rebound. That's Adrian Gill. Faith Fortune goes for 2 points and she makes it. 13-12. Falter with the ball. Pass it to Strunger, up to Shadaya. She's got Ellie Timmons right on top of her. Cardinal foul again on number 20, Adrian Gill. Anna Gill is now in the game.
Dragon shooter number 1, Peyton Shadaya.
Davison takes the rebound. That's Tomzak over to Timmons. They can't get that ball through again. Like we're doing zone defense.
Both teams have very great defense tonight.
Yes. Chelsea Oriszak will throw in the ball from the sideline. Over to Timmons. Number 35 is out. In for 30. 32 is in for out for 35. Ellie Timmons throws the ball to Tomzak. They're just trying to break up that defense from Lake Orion.
But are they going to be able to do it?
They seem pretty, they've been doing okay. Timmons goes for 3 points and she makes it. 15-13, Davison pulls ahead.
Ellie Timmons.
$18-13.
Cardinal sub number 23, Stephanie Ramore.
Davison has definitely pulled ahead now.
Shadaya takes the ball. She's got a wide open lane and Timmons falls right in front of her to take the ball.
But she didn't let that fall discourage her. She looked right at her teammates and smiled. She was ready to get back up.
That was a bold move by Shadaya. She just took the ball and ran. Falter's looking to throw the ball in from the baseline. Falter goes for it and she doesn't make it.
Cardinal foul number 24, Anna Gill, her first.
Got a personal foul on number 24, Anna Gill.
At the line for the Dragons, number 32, Grace Berger, shoots the 1-1.
Got Berger at the line now for the free throw.
trying to focus on the net.
And she misses. But she ends up back with the ball again. Wyborski and Shaddai are throwing the ball back and forth. Ellie Timmons is right on top of her. There's no room for her to go. And Davison takes the ball. That's Ramoy. Throws it to a wrist jack. And we've got a foul on Grace Berger.
Berger, her first.
Chelsea misses the first point.
It's got to be so nerve-wracking. You've got all eyes on you.
Yes.
And you've got to make this basket. And if you don't get the point.
Especially when it's a buzzer beater. It's just before the end. Lake Orion takes the ball. Shai is taking the ball with Anna Gill right on top of her. Lake Orion is having a little difficulty breaking the defense.
Davison definitely has their head in the game tonight.
Yes. Shaddai just knocks the ball with her hand out of bounds. Lake Orion throwing the ball in from the baseline. Davison takes the ball. That's Tom Zach. And Anna Gill goes for 2 points, 17-13. Falter has the ball now. Pass it to Shaddai. They're going back and forth trying to get Arischak and Gill off of them. They're just passing the ball back and forth, trying to break up the defense again. Got a foul on number 15, Chelsea Arischak. 9 fouls now for Davison, with only 1 minute and 12 seconds left. That is not good. That's their 10th foul, so now every foul from now on means Lake Orion gets to shoot a point.
So
17-14.
Davison definitely has to be very careful with
Yes.
how they play now. With Lake Orion only having 3 fouls.
Ramoy has the ball. She passes it to Cassie Allard. They're trying to break up the zone defense again.
Both teams seem to have the same idea for defense.
And they're doing very well at it. And Tomzak goes for 2 points and she makes it. But it does not count. We have a foul on number 23. Excuse me, 32 for Grace Berger. There seems to be a lot of confusion on the court.
Check that basket, no good.
They're trying to break up the defense again.
Ramoy definitely looks very confused with what's going on.
And Anna Gill goes for 3 points and she just barely touches the rim. And we've got a scramble on the floor. We've got a foul on number 25.
Michaela Arischak.
Personal foul number 25, Kyla Orizjak.
Weisberger will shoot the free throw.
With Davison now having 10 team fouls, they have to basically
Yes.
hope that they don't make the free throw.
And the score is very close, 17 to 14. So that can be very easily changed.
But we are in the lead. Let's hope
That
we
is
hold
true.
on to that.
There's only 40 seconds left. And the next basket is good, 17 to 15. Ramoy has the ball. She passes it to Tomzak. Again, they're trying to break up defense. The defense is here to play tonight. And the ball goes out on Davison. Falter throwing the ball in. And Anna Gill takes the ball and she goes for it, but she just barely misses it. And Davison goes out with the ball. Falter will throw the ball in. Only 8 seconds left. All the players are just scrambling. And that concludes the first half, 17 to 15.
And we're going to toss things back over to Rebecca Allen once again.
Hey, what's up, Davison? Welcome back to your sideline report. I got the chance to speak with Carly Allard, a senior on the team, and she told me that the friendship off the court is unbreakable, and they try to channel this bond into the way that they play basketball. There's actually 3 sets of sisters on the team, you guys, the Oristrak sisters, the Gills, and the Allards, and clearly that is working for your Lady Cards here tonight as they are leading against the Dragons 17 to 15. Hopefully they can pull out in the second half of the game and bring home another win. Well, guys, I'll toss it to halftime, and I'll see you at the end of the third quarter.
Team. Our coach emphasizes it to us every day at practice, and it's a healthy part of the game.
Sportsmanship, one of the most important things when it comes to any sport. This includes showing respect for your own side, coaches, officials, fans, but most importantly, the other team. Whether in the game, at practice, or with your coaches, respect shows real love for a sport. The best and most important games start and end with good sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship is the way to play.
They want my 15-second warning.
We start the second half of play here this
We're
evening.
back now for the
Cardinal
second half. Davison is starting with the ball, 17-15. The defense is very hard to break tonight.
They are definitely being very aggressive with the way that they are
Yes.
doing defense, both teams.
Davison drops the ball, but Timmons takes it. Chesaristek goes for 3 points and misses. Lake Orion gets the rebound. Shadiah passes the ball to Wyborski. Falter will throw the ball in for Lake Orion from the baseline.
Lake Orion now starting to look very frustrated.
Yes.
This is not a good way to start the second half.
They started off 5 points ahead, and now they're 2 points behind.
We've seen this with the girls' volleyball team. If they let that frustration get to them, they will start to lose.
Again, Lake Orion with zone defense. They're not letting any ball through.
Like I said, very aggressive.
Chelsea Ristek goes for 2 points and she makes it. 19-15.
Basket. Orange Jet.
Falter has the ball for Lake Orion. She passes it to Wyborski. She's got Remoy right on top of her. Davison again, man-to-man defense. Nothing has changed in this quarter.
Tried to shoot it up and it hit the bottom of the board.
Davison takes the rebound. Again, Davison is trying to find an open slot to just get through.
Bounces off the rim.
Lake Orion takes the rebound. Shadiah now with the ball. She's got Ellie Timmons right on top of her. And she goes for it. She gets the layup. 19-17. Timmons and Remoy are trying to break up the defense. Remoy goes for 2 points and she doesn't make it. And they scramble for the ball. And we've got a jump ball. Davison will get the ball. Remoy at the baseline. Now they're giving it to Lake Orion. Falter.
I believe I just heard that referee say that there wasn't a jump ball.
Shadiah's trying to get across the timeline. Remoy was not letting her pass through.
But now we've got the first foul for the Davison Cardinals.
Shadaya passes the ball to Wyborski, and Wyborski goes for 3 points, and she makes it. 19-19. We've got a tie game again.
Now the second quarter or the third quarter has started. It's definitely getting way more intense.
Yes, and we've got a tie game already.
And we've still got 4 minutes, 53 seconds on the clock.
Both teams really need to get offense in the game. They've been playing great defensively. Adrian goes for 3 points and she makes it. 22-19.
Breaking up that tie.
Let's see what Lake Orion does to try and get back up to Davison. Wyborski and Shadaya are looking for an open spot. Davison is not letting them through. And Davison gets the ball. A wrist check is at the baseline. Passes it to Cassie Allard. That zone defense from Lake Orion seems to be working. They're, to an extent, that's not letting them score a lot.
But this is a very close game.
Yes.
With only a couple points setting them apart, this could be anybody's game.
Yes.
We just witnessed a tie.
We've got 4 minutes and 12 seconds left. Falter has the ball. A wrist jack is right next to her. Number 30 is trying to get across the timeline. Doesn't look like she'll make it in time. Tomzak gets the ball. Passes it to Allard.
The tension is so thick between these two teams, you
Yes.
can cut it with a knife.
Ellie Timmons is trying to figure out what to do with the ball. Defense is not letting her breathe, and she gets 3 points, 25-19.
Now making that gap between the two teams a little bit bigger.
And we're going to take a short timeout.
Dragon foul number 31, Catherine Janos. Her first.
50, 50, 50.
Shadaya takes the ball away from Davison, and she's running for it.
It almost goes right into our cameraman.
Cassie Allard just took the ball and threw it. Falter has the ball at the baseline for Lake Orion. Davison now has the ball. A wrist jack passes it to Allard. Grace Berger will throw in the ball for Davison. Wrist jack giving coverage. Shaya has the ball.
There's also a lot of great communication going on between the team.
Yes.
You can hear them yelling stuff to do with on the court.
big turnover from Shadiah. She takes the ball right out of Davison's hands.
Cardinals out number 24, Aaron Gill.
Ellie Timmons has the ball for Davison. Again, they're trying to break up this zone defense. And the ball is thrown out of bounds by Lake Orion.
In for the Cardinals, number 13, Carly Allard. And number 25, Michaela Orizjak.
Ellie Timmons and Adrian Gill passing the ball back and forth. Adrian goes for 3 points and she doesn't make it. But luckily Davison gets the rebound. And big turnover again by Shadiah. And Davison just takes the ball right out of her hands. I believe that was Timmons.
They stole the ball and we stole it back.
Number 35, Kendall Robertson. And number 41, Sophie.
The ball just seems to be going back and forth and then scoring a few points every now and then. Ellie Timmons with the ball. This defense is really stopping the offense tonight. They're not getting as many chances to score.
The only way that you could do it is if you're shooting around the defense.
Timmons is going for it, and she passes the ball to Orizjak. Orizjak gets 2 points. 27-19. Berger is looking to do with the ball. She got Orizjak giving great coverage.
The Lake Orion girls are starting to look a little bit frustrated.
Well, I would be frustrated too. They can't seem to get that ball through the Davison lines. We've got 31 seconds left. Lake Orion is just trying to shoot the ball into the basket. All Davison wants to do here is just keep the ball away from Lake Orion.
They've already
as long as they can.
They already have a pretty big lead.
Yes.
Considering how close this game has been.
And we've got a call.
Dragon foul, number 41.
Dragon foul on Wyborski.
Cardinal number 13, Allard.
Carly Allard will shoot the extra point.
Makes the front.
We've got 2.8 seconds left. Score is now 29-19. Lake Orion takes the ball. They're just trying to get it as far away as they can.
Davison has a 10-point lead now on the Dragons.
Walking into the fourth quarter, that's not That's not too bad, but it's not too great either.
We're going to go to our sideline report now. Hey, Becca, what's going on?
Well, Davison, there is only 1 quarter left in this game, and the score has been bouncing back and forth between these two teams, and it has been quite the tight game. I don't know about you, but I've certainly been on the edge of my seat. If you are enjoying our coverage here tonight, then we definitely have something special for you on Friday. Don't be scared to tune in to our doubleheader against Carmen, where we will also be airing a special show in between both games. Carmen is Davison's biggest rival, and it is going to be a close game just like tonight. And it is the only time that we will play Clarkston, as our conference schedule has changed. Well, let's hope that our Lady Cards can keep going in the 4th quarter and make this game worth it and bring home another win. Guys?
Thanks, Becca. Now with going into the 4th quarter, we've witnessed some pretty amazing gameplay from both teams, with the 1st quarter ending in Lake Orion beating Davison 10-7. And then going into the 2nd quarter, the Cardinals now then beating the Lake Orion Dragons 17-15.
Let's see what Davison does with this last quarter. Davison seems to be going all out around and then trying to get someone in the paint. Berger throwing in the ball for Lake Orion. She's got Michaela Risjak right on top of her. Robertson gets the point. 29-21. Timmons passes the ball to Allard. Risjak goes for 3 and she just barely misses it. Shadiah again with the ball. She's got a big open spot. Wyborski and Falter keep throwing the ball back and forth. And Anna Gill goes out with the ball. Anna Gill takes the ball away from Lake Orion. She's just going.
Cardinals call a 30-second timeout.
Got a timeout.
So if you would like to rewatch the intensity of this game, you can check out when we re-air it on our Charter channel 191, and it will be sometime later in the evening. This has definitely been a very close game, a very tense game, and it's kind of like you're on the edge of your seat at a lot of parts of it. Lake Orion is starting to catch back up. I don't know what's going to happen.
They've been neck and neck for quite a while now, and Davison seems to be pulling ahead now by 8 points.
When we talked to both the Allard sisters earlier, they were very confident on how they were going to perform tonight, and we can definitely see that on the court.
Ramoy with the ball from Davison. She passes it to Timmons. Carly Allard has the ball now. They almost lost the ball there to Lake Orion.
Dragon foul number 1, Peyton Shadiah.
Foul on Peyton Shadiah from Lake Orion.
Number 12, Sydney Stringer.
Ramoy will throw in the ball from the baseline. Kayla Ariszczak goes for 2 points, and she doesn't make it. We had Shadiah and Gill scrambling for the ball.
Cardinal foul number 24, Anna Gill.
And they give the foul to Anna Gill.
Team second.
She looked very frustrated after that, too.
Don't cross. Don't cross.
Falter throws the ball to Shadiah.
Davison attempts to steal the ball from Lake Orion.
Again, Anna Gill and Shadiah are just on the floor trying to get the ball.
We have another jump ball.
And again, they give it to Lake Orion.
Cardinal sub number 15, Chelsea Oriznak. Number 20, Adrian Gill. And number 22, Anna Tomczak.
Falter passes the ball to Shadiah. Falter is in the paint now. And they just barely make it. Davison gets the rebound, Ellie Timmons. Now we've got Tomczak with the ball.
You can stay up to date on all things DTV related on news, sports, or student life by following us on Twitter at DTV_official or liking our Facebook page, DTV News.
Or you could go to our website, dtvnews.org, or go to our YouTube channel.
DTV News to watch anything that we've done, read articles that we've reported on. So Riley, what do you think about this game so far? We're now in the fourth quarter.
This game has been very intense, and it's been very back and forth and back and forth. The defense is playing really great, and it's been very hard for both teams to break through the defense and just get the ball to the basket.
It's definitely a very entertaining game to watch.
Yes.
I don't know what's going to happen. This game is very close with only 8 points separating them. With 5 minutes left on the scoreboard or on the clock, this could be anybody's game.
Davison is being very careful this quarter. They only have 2 fouls. Last time they got all the way up to 10. This time they're staying very low. They don't want to give Lake Orion any more points than they need.
They're getting ready to huddle right under the basket. As they were walking out there, they're talking, making sure that everybody knows what they're doing and everybody's ready to go. Davison does have a lot of great chemistry with their basketball team.
We've got 5 minutes and 6 seconds left. Davison has the ball. Shadiah takes the ball. She goes for 2 points and just touches the rim. Ellie Timmons takes the rebound. Chelsea Ariszczak goes for 3 points and she makes it. 32-21.
Number 15, Chelsea Oriznak.
31-21. Shadiah from Lake Orion with the ball. And Lake Orion goes for 2 points.
Basket
31-23.
35, Robertson. Cardinal foul number 22, Tomczak. Robertson
Robertson makes the point, 31 to 24, with only 4 minutes left. Big turnover. Falter takes the ball right out of Davison's hands, and Shadiah gets hit in the face.
Cardinal sub number 13, Carly Miller.
Falter throws the ball to Shadiah. Although she got smacked in the face, that will not stop her. Ramoy and Shadiah scramble for the ball. And Davison gets the ball. Carly Allard at the baseline. She's gonna throw it to Ramoy. Ellie Timmons and Ramoy passing the ball back and forth. Big turnover, number 13 takes the ball. We have Falter and Timmons both trying to take the ball out of each other's hands.
And they both looked at the ref like, what?
Lake Orion gets the ball. That's number 1, Shadiah. Falter goes for it and she just trips at the last second. We've got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Davison takes the ball, that's Adrian Gill. She is scrambling for that ball and barely goes out of bounds. Chelsea Rischak goes for 3 points and she just misses it. Shadiah takes the ball. She's got less than 3 minutes now.
It looked like Adrian Gill tumbled on her head,
Yeah.
but she's back up.
She's not done yet. She's still got 2 minutes, 49 seconds.
She's not giving up.
Carly Allard at the baseline for Davison. Ramoy passes it to Timmons. Carly Allard is going into the paint, and she gets the layup.
Basket number 13, Carly Miller.
33 to 24.
It looks like we have an injury on the court.
So one thing that we've seen a lot tonight is chemistry and a lot of working together. And a big,
You can see that her teammates on the sideline are very worried.
a big part of that, though, for both teams, especially Davison, because we've got 3 sister pairs this year.
We were informed that her Achilles popped. Basketball is a very dangerous game to play.
And it's very fast. Can't see what happens.
But she's a trooper for getting up.
Davison is back now. Just waiting for Lake Orion to get back on the court. You can see here, Shadiah is trying to get the rest of her team in the game. Valter will get the ball. A wrist jack is right next to her.
After the official timeout, it's Dragon basketball.
Wyborski with the ball. She's got Ellie Timmons giving great coverage. Big turnover by Carly Allard. She goes for it. She's unsuccessful. Shadiah takes the ball back. Wyborski goes for 2 points. And she also misses.
And I believe we had a foul.
On Anna Tomzak.
Number 22 had a blocking foul.
Romoy, her second, team fifth.
Wyborski shoots the extra point. Doesn't make it. She's still got one left.
23.
Like I said earlier, shooting free throws has to be one of the most stressful things in this game.
Especially everybody's eyes are on you, not the whole entire team, just you singly.
And they're wanting you to make that basket.
While the other team's wanting you to miss that basket. Valter at the baseline for Lake Orion. Passes the ball to Shadiah. Wyborski passes it to number 20, K9. They're just trying to get everybody off their back. They've got 2 minutes. Wyborski goes for 3 points, and she misses. Davison takes the rebound.
This game just picked up speed very quickly.
Yes. Davison team seems to be trying to just kind of run out the clock, but also trying to score at the same time.
Davison does have the lead.
Dragon foul, number 13, Shannon Coulter. Her second, team fifth.
Carly Allard at the sideline with the ball. Timmons is going for the paint.
Hey, I don't want 3 though. I don't want 3. All right.
They've got 1 minute and 16 seconds left.
Dragon foul, number 13, Coulter. Her third, team six.
Ellie Timmons passes the ball to number 21, Faith Fortune.
Dragon foul on 13.
Another foul on number 13. That's her third in a row, back to back to back.
It would be wise for Lake Orion to pull her out.
Now that's their 7th foul. So that is not good. Davison is just going to keep trying to push them towards fouls.
If they get to 10, then we get the free throw.
And 7 as well.
Okay, Riley, we've got 1 minute 13 seconds on the clock. The game picked up speed. We're still in the lead, 33 to 24. What do you think is going on?
I think just the defenses are playing really hard, and I think that's going to continue. Davison just needs to keep their head in the game, and Lake Orion needs to do the same thing if they want to try and win this.
These are definitely two very strong teams.
And competitive.
Oh, look at this
Also.
little kid.
I think both teams need to stay focused and play until the end. It's not over yet. They still have 1 minute and 13.
You can This is definitely a great game for both teams since they play their big rivals later this week.
Yes. That game is going to be a great game.
Which we will be bringing Davison's live on Friday.
With a halftime show.
On our charter channel, 191.
Fortune is going to shoot the free throw for Davison.
Number 21, Faith Fortune, shoots the 1-and-1 for Davison.
She misses, and Shadiah takes the rebound. She's got a minute. Shadiah is going for it, and she gets a layup.
Basket number 1, Shadiah.
And a timeout called from Lake Orion.
Check that, the 30-second timeout.
This is
30.
definitely, this is very close. This is now their second timeout, I believe.
I think so. Yes. Score is now 33-26. Only 7 points. In 1 minute and 1 second. If they want to win, they really have to kick it into high gear.
Though we do have a pretty good lead on them, considered for the fourth quarter.
After the timeout,
This
Davis
minute
is back.
decides the game. Adrian Gill passes the ball to Carly Allard. Oh. And Shadiah just pushes Carly Allard. Can't do that.
Carly even turned around and was like, why did you do that?
You do not want to do that in the last seconds.
Especially when you have
Foul
7
on drive
fouls.
number 1, Shadiah,
They've got
her third.
56
At the line
seconds
for the
left,
Cardinals, shooting 1-and-1, Carly Allard.
and they have to take time for this. Carly Allard makes the free throw. 34-26.
This has to be definitely nerve-wracking when it's just bouncing around the rim and you don't know if
Yes.
it's going to bounce in or bounce out.
Everybody's on the edge of their seats at that point.
The
Lake
second,
Orion takes the rebound.
the second free throw did not make it in.
Wyborski's going for 3 points, and she misses. Orischek takes the rebound.
Dragon foul on number 20, Sophia K9. In for the Cardinals, number 24.
Foul on number
Anna
20,
Gill.
Kylie
Number
Anderson
20,
from Lake
Adrian
Orion.
Gill will shoot 1-and-1.
Adrian Gill now to shoot this free throw.
And it misses. Lake Orion takes the rebound. Okazawa takes the ball. Davison takes the rebound.
Dragon foul number 1.
Another foul on Shadiah. That's her fourth
At
one.
the line for the Cardinals,
And they're now at
number
9
3,
fouls.
Timmons.
That is
Shoots
not
1-1.
good. Davison will probably try and push him to the 10th.
Remind us what happens
for
when
the
we hit 10,
Dragons.
Riley?
Hold on a second. They just
All
switched in
five.
their whole team, but they get to shoot free throws. They get to shoot 2 of them. No questions. Davison really wants to keep the ball right now. They've only got 17.6 seconds.
Dragon foul, number 11, Caroline Janos. Carly will shoot the 1-1.
Carly will shoot another point. And it misses again. And she misses another one. Lake Orion now has the ball. Number 2, Marshall.
10 seconds left on the clock.
Davison takes the ball back again, and Ellie Timmons, all she wants to do right now is just keep the ball in her hands. And that'll do it. Final score of 34-26.
Tonight's final score.
This is a very close game between these two. I don't know. I think they might have a new rival.
Yeah. Their defenses were just both amazing and didn't let any scoring really happen.
I would say that both teams would be known for their defense.
Yes.
Based on what we've seen here tonight.
Their offense was good, just their defense was better.
Mm-hmm. I believe that we are going to toss things back to Rebecca Allen. Who's our lockdown player of the game?
Hey, what's up, Davison? I'm Rebecca Allen, and I am here with our lockdown player of tonight's game, Adrian Gill. Adrian, it seemed like the game was pretty close in the first quarter, but then you kind of bounced back after halftime. What do you think led to that bounce back? How were you able to bounce back?
Our defense got a lot better, and we played as a team. We ultimately just had fun, and then we were able to stop them pretty easy.
So this is your last year playing on a high school team as you're a senior. How does that make you feel, and what do you think you're leaving behind? Do you think that they're going to make it?
Everything's a lot more memorable. You cherish a lot more, but ultimately you just have more fun knowing that it's your last time with your best friends playing your favorite game.
You are going to play Carmen on Friday. How are you feeling about that? What is your key component to winning that game, you think?
They're definitely a tough team. The biggest thing is being aggressive and playing really good defense on them and shutting them down.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll toss it back to your announcers. Guys?
Tonight was definitely one of the greatest games I think I've ever seen out of our Lady Cardinals.
Especially defense-wise.
Well, we're going to be re-airing this game tomorrow night in the evening on our Charter Channel 191. So in case if you missed anything or would like to rewatch the game, it will be there. I'm Casey Love alongside Riley Wilcox. Have a great night, Davison.